What's up, everybody? It's Joe from Complex. We're in Toronto at ODTO with actor and musician Finn Wolfhard.
Yes, hello.
Gonna do some sneaker shopping today. Gonna see what he's feeling, what he's not, and then hopefully he's gonna buy some sneakers.
Thank you, yeah, awesome.
Let's go.
Sound like Mr. Burns.
Finn, I want to talk you loving the classics. Throughout the years, like Vans and Chuck Taylors and things like that, when did you start like liking those iconic silhouettes?
I went to like a Catholic school growing up, and so all I wore were like black Blundstones for like years. And then maybe when I turned like 12 or 13, like when I started acting and like doing, I guess maybe it was press, honestly, is the thing that started getting me into like shoes and stuff. Because I was like, oh, I want to look presentable. I want to look good. So then I started kind of wearing, even though, like Chucks are presentable, but they're like, they're just
but
casual
it's like
classics.
Uniform, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I wore Vans for a year. I still wear Vans, but yeah, the classic kind of old schools.
And does it have to do with anything, like you are kind of like a fan of the 80s, obviously.
Yeah.
The show is heavily 80s, but you yourself also like a fan of the 80s. Do you think that has something to do with it?
Definitely. A big part of it was like the stuff we wear in the show too, is like really informed me. I like wore these cool white Pumas in the first season. Yeah. And I was like, oh, these are awesome. And then I started getting more into, like my friend Josh was also like, he had a big kick on 80s Nike Cortezes, stuff like that. And so I was like, oh, so I kind of got into those a little bit, but I think that totally informed it. It just kind of ended up like that.
You have a skating background also. I saw an old video of you at like the barracks teaching someone to skate, but off camera we were talking and you were like, oh, these remind me of a specific sneaker. Talk about that sneaker. It doesn't come up on this show a lot, but I love that you knew it.
It made me laugh because these, I think they're what are they, Nike?
Yeah.
These reminded me a lot of the Muska Supras.
Sky Tops.
The Sky Tops.
Yeah.
Which I wanted so bad as a kid. And I remember I'm from Vancouver, like the Pacific Northwest, like in Canada, and like we would drive down to Portland and they didn't have a lot of Zoomies, like where I was from. Like back then it was like, I was like 9. So like Zoomies was the like mecca. We went to one in Portland and they didn't have the Muskas, but I got like these cool kind of low top Supras. At that time, Supra was like killing the world.
Killing it, definitely. And then you talk about like Zoomies in Vancouver. Was that like the go-to? Were there any other stores that you remember coming up, or?
They were all, the ones I went to were all lame. They were all like the worst, like Marks and like, I don't know. But I mean, there is a shop that like there are 2 shops that I went to as a kid where I actually started like, I think getting cooler clothes. It was like, I went to Antisocial Skate Shop, which is kind of a famous skate shop in Vancouver, owned by Rick McCrank, who's on Girl Skateboards.
Oh, okay.
And this one called The Boardroom, which is kind of like my local shop. And I'm talking like I'm a skater, but I am quite possibly like one of the worst. And but I really respect it and like skateboarding.
And
so
the whole
don't call
culture.
me a poser. Because I'm not.
Sometimes they're tough. They're But the whole skate culture, I love that, the Muska, and we'll talk about dunks later, but do you remember the SB era at all?
Definitely. Yeah, no. I was literally just talking about this with my friend the other day. We were talking about how like Paul Rodriguez, I remember 2008 or something like that, he did that Ice Cube Nike SB commercial, that Today Was a Good Day.
Yes.
That came out and like, I wanted a pair of Paul Rodriguez SBs.
The shoes.
Like, he was just so cool.
We talked about being a young kid and shopping at Zoomies, but what was it like when the show started getting collaborations? You did Nike, a Reebok one. I think recently there's been a Vans one as well.
Yeah, the Reebok ones were awesome. They weirdly ended up working out pretty great because in the second season we all dressed up as Ghostbusters. There were Ghostbusters, Dustin shoes, and then I ended up being in Ghostbusters. So kind of a weird thing. But I love that it's had collabs. It's been awesome.
So the Nike collab, we have these, but what's missing is the Cortezes.
These were like, they did another one a few years ago. There was like green and orange.
It's like the classic silhouettes, which obviously fit into the show, but especially the Cortez I know is one of like your favorites. That was released in 1972, and I think your character was born in like 71.
Yeah, something like that.
So in terms of the design, do you guys see it when like the public sees it, or do they ask you for the input or what?
What, Nike?
Or no, just like when you're putting designs, how early do you guys see it?
I literally don't see it. That was my first time ever seeing those shoes, in person.
Did you guys get like boxes for friends and family, or
we got the other Nikes. I think we usually, if like it happens when we're on set, these I guess released were far after wrapping or whatever, but yeah, I don't know.
Are friends and family hitting you up like, yeah, we need the new drops or what?
My mom wore them for a kind of ridiculous amount of time.
Okay.
So yeah.
Which ones?
The green and orange.
Okay.
Yeah. So she wore those for a good while.
So mom was repping.
Yeah, she was repping.
We talked briefly about the Pumas in season 1. So I was looking on eBay. Did you know that this is on eBay? This is your signature,
so
right?
Funny. That is my signature.
Because I looked and I was like,
that must be from years ago.
This is legit, but this is how you sign
legit.
everything.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, so $300 on eBay. It was like a replica Puma you signed.
Yeah. 300 seems a little low.
I know. What are we doing? At least like you're breaking Netflix
Sorry,
records.
That shit's gotta be way higher.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's so funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know why that.
I think it might be low because it's not the exact ones.
I'm totally
if they were game worn or like episode worn, the price definitely would have went up.
Yeah, I would hope so.
You mentioned that you're a big fan of New Balance now.
Yeah,
You like these like new drops, the 550s, very popular model.
Yeah, they're great.
What about like New Balance do you like, and have you worn New Balance throughout the years, or it's like you're warming up to it now?
No, it's very new. What's the big collab with 550s? It's the
Ame.
Yeah,
Ame Lee and Dor.
Yeah. So I saw those and I was like, oh, those shoes look amazing. And then my friend Brandon wears literally, these are 650s.
Yeah.
My friend Brandon literally wears 3 pairs, like he has like 4 pairs of shoes, 1 650, and then like 3 550s, but all in different colors, which is hilarious.
It's crazy because they're all like a little different.
Yeah,
they're like, they look very similar. Yeah, like these are the Ame 550s and the 650s.
These are great. I also just think like, whenever I think of New Balance also as well, there's like that line in Crazy Stupid Love where Steve Carell's like, he's like, are you Steve Jobs?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like,
he throws him over.
He throws him over.
Exactly.
Yeah, but now they've gotten cooler.
They got the last laugh.
They did.
I was watching the GQ Essentials. I think it was filmed during the pandemic. You said Jordan 1's one of your, not daily essentials, but like 10 things you can't kind of live without.
Yeah.
What do you love about this silhouette?
I don't know. I just think that they're the perfect shoe. Like, I think they just look so good. I have these as well. These are the Royal Toes. These are amazing as well. I like a good high top. I think are good. Like, I don't know. I think they're just great.
You know, you wear your shoes a lot, you could beat them up and they kind of like look better beat up. Some people think they look better beat up, but is that factor into it as well?
Definitely. I also think like some of the coolest people that have worn Jordan 1s are the ones that are like beating them up, like actual basketball players when they first came out, and then like Eric Costin when he rides them. So like, I think it seems like with Chucks, once you beat up Chucks, they look amazing. So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like a good sneaker needs to be worn, and quote me on that.
Go ahead, that's a quote card. There's rumors like next season we're gonna go a little maybe into the 90s. Do you think we'll ever see someone wearing Jordans in the show?
I would hope so. My character's not cool enough to wear Jordans, I don't think, but I don't know, that'd be amazing.
What about the dunks? I know that we talked about dunks, but like another silhouette.
I had these are awesome. And then my favorite shoes maybe I've ever owned that I don't think are on here are the Dunk corduroys.
Okay, are those with the blue? The
blue swoosh and the kind of orangey. Yeah, I wore those until they fell apart as well. I've thought they're like not only the coolest looking shoe, but also just so comfortable. They like went with everything I wore. They're great.
All right, so maybe season 5. Maybe if we see a Jordan.
I hope a Jordan on Mike.
What character would you think maybe would have them?
I mean, Caleb would absolutely murder it. Caleb's been on this show, but also because his character now like plays basketball. His like one of the big things is he's on the basketball team this season, and it'd be sick to see him wear some Jordans.
All right, awesome. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about everything. Now's the easy part. Browse the shelves, see what you're gonna take home.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Sweet.
Welcome to OD. What can I help you with today?
I was thinking, do you have these 650s in like a 10?
Let's see. We do.
Okay,
I can
awesome.
grab you that.
Okay, great.
Perfect.
I don't know. What would he like? What would my brother like?
The black white dunk low.
Oh,
it's a very popular one.
These are awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do these.
Perfect.
Okay, sweet.
So I saw that you were looking at Yeezys.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I can get you from here?
These like just simple slide. I want to do one of these.
Perfect.
Okay, great. Awesome.
How's it going, Finn?
Good, man.
Find everything you did today?
Yeah.
Perfect. So 4 items. Your total would be $1,000, 548.10 cents Canadian.
All right, man. Let's do it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sweet, man. Thank you so much.
Let me bag it up for you.
Yeah, let's do it. Sweet. Up to 4 bags. All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
So, Finn came through, got some new pickups. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Dude, thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate it. You know where to find them. Stranger Things streaming on Netflix right now.
Yeah. See ya.